Alright, so we're back in the asylum. I didn't found the archive yet. But I think this is a new ward and we haven't been here yet. So I'm wondering if we need to be here with this letter. It doesn't really look familiar, so... What the hell is this? Bunch of eyeballs? Glasses? This is definitely a new area, like a medic was working here. Okay, what else? More rooms. Crazy people. Look at those rooms. I said it before, it would be horrible to live here with so many others. It's such a tight spot. Creepy corridor. Ugh. This thing is locked. And what the hell is this? A skull. Oreste Baceco Pisciosi per... I don't know what it is. I don't know what it means, at least. Anything in here? Can I put my letter somewhere? Doesn't really look like an archive yet. And again, it was a kind of an office. What does this say? Nothing. This leads to a garden area or nowhere, really? This looks like laundry room. People going crazy in here as well. An iron. Nurse's room, and this is...
When you were sent to a lunatic asylum, you lost the right to possess anything. Everything you arrived with was packed up and stored here. Even the clothes you were wearing, in case you were released one day. Too many, however, never left.
They all died. Okay, so this definitely seems to be like an archive. A-B, G-H, we need to put it... Where do we put it? I forgot her last name. It was a T, right? Renée T. Let's put it in here.
Dear Mother, please, I beg you, get me out of this place. It frightens me so much. You were right. I know I was wrong. I realize I'm so ashamed. If you only knew how much. But now I'll behave well. Sure, now things will be fine. I'll work hard. I'll be very good. Your daughter, Renée. This letter. It was Renée's letter. Just like when it was written, but it was never sent. Why? Why did a thing like that happen? I've received your letter, Mum. You tell me to be patient and strong, while I only have fear and pain, and you no longer write to me. If only these lines could be my soul and tell you what's happening to me. The kids want to kill me. They all look the other way, and they tell me what I must do. I don't understand. She helps me, but what have they done to her? Can you tell me? Will you help me? Renée. Montefascoli, 7th July, 1940. My dear daughter, I have received no news from you. You haven't even dropped me a line for months. Unfortunately, I can't afford to come and visit you. I've no money for the fare. Do you remember Mr. Onofrio? He'll soon be coming to Volterra on business. I've asked him if would be kind enough to ask the director to have news about you. I hope when he comes back, he'll be able to give me good news. But write to me. I know that I was strict with you. You have to excuse me. I didn't realize. I've given Mr. Onofrio a new doll for you. You told me that you lost yours, and I know you loved it so much. It's not as nice as your Charlotte, but I hope that it will comfort you nonetheless. Keep your chin up, daughter. Things will be fine. You'll see. Mom. Montefoscoli, 12th October, 1940. Dear daughter, I've written 2 letters to you and have received no reply. I await a letter anxiously every day. Mr. Onofrio has come back. He brought you the doll. Do you like it? He told me he didn't manage to speak to the director, but he did see you. I pray for you every day. Don Gino said a prayer for you during Sunday Mass. That was lovely, wasn't it? I've made up my mind, Renee. I'm going to bring you home. I've already written to the director. I told him that I'll take care of you. At the moment I'm not well and can't work, but I'll soon get better. You'll see as soon as I'm up to making the journey, I'll come and get you. I know you're suffering a lot, but bear up, I beg you. Mom will come to pick us up, won't she? Mom is good, but she's not well. That's why that man came. She also sent us the doll. I could have played with it and talked to it, waiting for her to come. But Renee never brought it with her. Perhaps she has been kidnapped like all the others and will be locked up here somewhere.
So she didn't receive the letters her mom wrote her, and the letters she wrote didn't arrive at her mother's. It's kind of weird. She presented the first letter that she read was a different one than I constructed in the video here before this one. So what do we do?
Let's look for the second doll. It'll be among bundles of the patient's things.
Okay, it must be somewhere here. The second doll. This one? I guess we need to climb. Keys, all kinds of stuff. This it? It is.
Now we can open the bundle on that table in front of the window.
Table in front of the... Oh, there. What do we have? Some kind of locket. With Jesus on there, or Mary, a photograph. Can't look behind. Shoes. Clothing.
May the Lord guide your path and keep you away from sin, Mom.
So 1940, that's the war was getting started, you know. Already started in Italy. Siding with the Germans.
See, Mom was good. I was bad. Mom was worried about Renee and Charlotte. I abandoned Charlotte. We've abandoned her.
And now what do we do? Chapter 10. There's the picture again. Do we pick her up? Do we put on the clothes? Another picture of Renee. Some kind of village. Do we pick this up? Alright, let's just move out then.
Let's look for Charlotte. We have abandoned her. She will always remain where we abandoned her, beneath the hot lights.
Let's go have a look. Was it here? No. She's in here.
I didn't do anything. I only obeyed orders. Charlotte's gone away. I didn't come to get us now. I only obeyed orders. Leave us alone. I didn't do anything. I only obeyed orders. Mom will come and get us now. I didn't do anything. I only obeyed orders. Even though we're bad. Mom won't leave us alone. I didn't do anything. Charlotte gone away. I only obeyed orders. Mom will come and get us now. She loves us, even though we're bad.
I didn't do anything. I only obeyed orders.
Wow, that was harsh to watch. She getting electrocuted, electrical treatment. So what's left? How many torture do we still have to see?
What was that doctor writing, sitting at his desk?
Oh, let's see. I think we read... Oh no, this is new. Let's check it out.
7th September 1938. The patient frequently indulges in recriminations expressed in an explosive tone of voice. This morning she threw away the milk, saying it was full of urine, spittle, and all the other filth. Crazed, she hears voices. They order her about. She says she heard children singing. They were imprisoned in a school. 20th January 1939. Mutistic, groggy, pays no attention to anything. When questioned and stimulated, she starts crying and weeping. At other times, she laughs. 1st June. Apathetic, eats very little, She refuses to be touched. Doesn't respond. Passes her time in the park. The cooks report that she sits on a bench in front of the kitchens. 14 October. Impulsive once again. This morning she asked for 2 eggs to make zabalioni, but the moment she was given them, she threw them away. Excited, uproarious, slightly confused, she strips off. 8th December. Tied to bed for 15 days. High-spirited, tends to make witty comments and use vulgar words, laughs hysterically, masturbates. The nurses report that about 2 weeks ago she remained in the showers on her own and didn't want to leave. They report that when they took her away, she swore at them and then hit out at them and bit them. 2 nurses had to be treated for their injuries. Since then, they've kept her tied to the bed. Transferred to the semi-agitated ward, from the care of Dr. B to the care of Dr. C. I was with Amara in the showers. My memories terrify me. They're not real, are they?
I already was thinking that. They're just a figment of my imagination. What reality are we referring to? I guess memory is what you are, whether it's real or not, because what's reality anymore at this point for her?
15th December. Dr. C. Patient notes. The abnormality of her psychic state has induced her to lead a life which is irregular and tends towards delinquency. A fickle and flighty character, she abandons her household duties at intervals and dabbles in occasional prostitution. Prostitution? Me? No, I don't think I could have. Or are my memories betraying me? What other horrible things might I have done without even suspecting it? The uncertainty, the fear of my own actions was one of the things that most tormented me. Her mental deficiency makes her deaf to the reprimands of her family. She has shown suicidal tendencies. She was brought to the ward yesterday, agitated and vociferous, treated with cortisol, 2 injections a week for 5 weeks. They were only trying to confuse us with the therapy and, my God, they managed. It was as if they wanted to instill the madness into us.
They were the only therapies that could be used. There were so many of you. What could they do to manage that hell when there were so few of them? The end justifies the means for those who have the power. I guess. It isn't right, but it's true. And not always, but still, way back then, sure.
2nd June. After a long period of calm and improvement, the patient is very agitated today and vehemently refuses to submit to a gynecological examination. She swore and cursed those who generated her, flailing her arms and hitting out. The patient, according to reports by Dr. B, has been subjected to periodic checkups since she had a spontaneous abortion about 2 years ago in her 3rd month of pregnancy. Conception occurred after she had sexual intercourse with a stranger who sneaked into the hospital park. As detailed in the charges filed at police headquarters in Volterra, a copy of which is attached to these clinical notes. ES therapy. That's how the reality is hidden. It's all carefully planned.
Perhaps it doesn't refer to Renée, at least not that Renée. Yes, all well planned, the institution had to protect itself. Why hide? I don't think we were afraid of you. You were worthless for everyone. Yeah, the institution is very corrupt, it seems.
13th June. The nurses report that after having received her mother's letter, she fell into a state of great mental confusion. She threw her soup over another inmate because she was very anxious, and she punched a nurse. Impulsive, lashes about her. She rails against the doctor in vulgar terms while he is examining her, lashes out and spits. Block all correspondence so as not to give the patient further reasons to become agitated. 20th August, tied to bed. The nurses report the patient becomes highly agitated after the visit of a relative or family friend. Even 2 days later, she still shouts ceaselessly that he commands her, that she must obey and harm herself, and that she is not Charlotte. All visits forbidden, constrained to bed and intensification of ES therapy until we achieve results. No contact with the exterior. In that way, no one knew what was happening within these walls.
True, human misery was thrown in here and locked away to make the world forget about it. People who were in here were no longer human beings. As far as society was concerned, the important thing was to keep you quiet. You don't remember what happened when the letters arrived. How can you judge? God knows how much suffering they spared you. Let's go with the second.
Calm down. You've got to be calm. Don't get agitated. We'll make you calm down. That's the only thing that matters. Is tranquility worth the price of not living?
Hundreds of us agitated, squeezed into the most inadequate of spaces. Staying calm was essential for our well-being. What alternative was there? In any case, it was a life not worth living. Certainly not, but in that manner, from the exterior, everything seemed more acceptable. Those are hard questions. See?
3rd March. Alert, correct attitude, replies when questioned. The nurses report that the patient is calm. She washes and looks after herself. She affirms the existence of a certain Amara. She says that Amara is a patient who disappeared when she was moved to this ward. No confirmation. Probably a regressive hallucination. Evaluate transfer. Amara invented by me? That's not possible. She was there. I know she was there. I feel it. She must have left traces somewhere.
Alright, then let's go look for her.
We can try to find her medical records in the archive where the letters from her mother were filed.
Alright, so back to the archive. I guess we need to go to the other side of the room again. The floor? Yeah, I think we do. And I'm very sorry for the performance issues. I'm not sure if it's my computer or the game. Are we just looking straight at him? Amara, maybe it starts with an A.
Amara B., age 32, housewife, mother of 2 daughters, married to Mario B. So Amara exists then, yet she had no children. She wasn't married, but that photo, it's her. 3rd June 1936, admitted yesterday. She shows signs of improvement. 10th June, jolly, calm, tranquil, she behaves well, keeps herself tidy and clean. Discharged 8th June. 28th April 1937, arrives, brought by her husband, in an anxious and nervous state, has difficulty speaking, trembles. Discharged 14th May. 8th March 1938. A few days before Renée was admitted, she told me that she had also been admitted shortly before. Arrived yesterday in a febrile state. Discharged 14th March. She didn't leave. Certainly not after so few days, no. June 22nd, 1939. Readmitted. Once more the patient shows rapid improvement. Discharged 2nd July. 1st August, 1941. Umpteenth admission due to agitation. Discharged 27th August. She came and went, stayed there only for short periods, but I remember her always with me. What's happening? 4th March 1942. Here once more, the same situation. 8th March. Compared with previous admissions, the patient seems depressed even after a few days, although she bears herself well and is attentive. Discharged 25th March. 2nd April. The patient is distracted and apathetic. Her husband brought her because she doesn't eat, doctor. Sleeps all the time. I'm so worried, doctor. You know her. You can help her. 6th April. Tuberculosis. Patient transferred to Marigliano Pavilion in isolation. 3rd May 1942. Death due to tuberculosis. About 8:30. Is Amara dead? Poor dear friend. I wasn't even able to say goodbye to you. Enclosed is a manuscript written by the patient, probably delirium. I'm dying, I know it. I'm losing lots of blood, also internally. It's strange, since I came back in here I can't think of anything other than that little girl with her sad eyes, her desperation. I only saw her for a short time, true, but she remains in my heart. Will she still be here? I hope to God not. I hope she's better and her mother's taken her home. My memories don't correspond. What's the point of this? Perhaps my memory is deceiving me. The things are not as I remember, as I see them. But she said she liked me. Really, I can't understand it. I just want to say goodbye to her for the last time. I never even said goodbye to her. How could a soul survive in this hell? I wish to feel things again. Pain, passion. Once again feel the tears wetting my face. Remember to have lived.